Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the testimony you will give, so help you God?
I do. Hey, yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Rozelle. Now I'm here with my boy
Roman Christopher.
I'm also here with my boy.
Yaiko.
And you already know what it is, yo. This is 860's Blunt Truth, where we tell nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and only the truth. Let's get it. Yo, mama, that going, papa, that wrong. That nigga right there was a deadbeat. That shit right there made me headstrong. Big girl brother be bugging. He come with a bunch of drama.
Yeah. We in here. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing, Rozelle, Yaiko?
Chilling, man. How you doing? How you doing?
Chilling.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm gonna be even better when I finish rolling this weed up, though. America, what's going on?
I wish. Shit. But yeah, as you guys should know, this show is brought to you by Poquito, the official drink of A60's Blunt Truth, created by our very own Rozelle. I'm your moderator, Roman Christopher, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Yaiko and Rozelle.
What up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. We in here. So yeah, I think you had something you wanted to address before we get into it, right?
Yes, I did. So, so you guys are aware we were banned from TikTok. Well, my brother's account was banned from TikTok. I think it was like what, 2 weeks?
Couple weeks out.
Yeah. You know, going back and watching the footage, I realized what I did wrong. There was a lot of statements that were made that were they sounded very factual. And what I was saying is if I were present, and that wasn't the case. A lot of the comments that everything's alleged. Let's be clear. I have absolutely no proof of anything. All I can say is the information that was given was produced by a young lady who claims to have been in this situation and goes by the name of Allie Carter. She's made a lot of claims, and it's serious enough that I feel people need to stop sitting back and treating life like it's a movie. We need to understand that sitting back and waiting for somebody to fix the problem is the problem. And we need to get off of our asses and help these people, these millions upon millions of people who have been abused, who are being abused, who are continuously being abducted till this, even as we're speaking right now, somewhere around the globe, this is happening. So we need to stop thinking about everything. Like Rozelle and I were talking even before we started filming live. You know, we need to stop taking everything as a race, class, a gender, a religion thing, and understand that as a species, as the human beings that we all are, we should be doing better to take care of ourselves and each other, and not relying on other human beings and have our best interests at their heart.
And I just want to chime in real fast. And that's all allegedly. Allegedly, he was saying like if she all was speaking about what happened to her, and that's allegedly. He said if you guys can get off your asses, as if you have asses, allegedly. He said also he wants you guys to be able to listen. That's if you're smart enough to listen, allegedly. So what we're saying, guys, is that, you know, we apologize for speaking, you know, sideways, even though, you know, we're moving forward, and we'll watch ourselves. Mediator, talk to us.
Yeah, so we in here. Real quick before I get into the Truth Hurt segment, somebody placed a question, and I'm gonna stop doing these anonymous things. So eventually, you know, if you guys start inboxing me saying, yeah, anonymously, I gotta say it again, anonymously, off the record.
What's
all right.
on with this? It's either you guys support or you don't rock with us.
Yeah,
or you don't. Like,
yeah, because it's like I don't get it.
saying-
Maybe you guys have a friend or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever the case may be, and you guys don't want to be exposed. But you know, if you guys are on the show, man, this is the 86 Old Blunt Truth. This whole thing is just a show. Nobody got to be.
You know what you can do? Create a new account and pretend it ain't you.
Something. I mean,
Please.
just keep it real, man. Just keep it
support
real.
us.
So there was a question about last episode's topic, which was requested.
It's your boy
by
Yaiko.
anonymous
Remember, like,
sources
subscribe,
again.
share, and comment below.
But yeah, so off the
This is
record, this
A6
might be the
Soul's
last
Blunt
time I do
Truth.
this. After
out.
this, I might just start exposing. But so yeah, facts. But so just so y'all know, don't inbox me if y'all don't want to be heard. You feel me?
And listen, and I put it to them like this too: if they're afraid because what we're talking about is some real stuff that the government start watching, and you value your lives and your family lives and your comfortability, I understand that. Like I said, create a dummy account.
It could just be insecurities in their relationships or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling
too.
anyway.
That
But
mashup.
with that being said, so you have something to say, Razel?
Nah, I'm just saying, you saying insecurity. That's exactly what it is. Motherfuckers talk about themselves,
Yeah.
but don't want nobody else to know they talk about themselves, so they hit the anonymous. But, it's okay to ask questions.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or do us a favor. Hit us with just asking for a friend.
And yeah,
We can do that too.
To be clear, I don't want y'all to think that we'll reveal sources. Like if you come to us with straight intel or anything to that nature, like understand that stays here. Like if you really do have something that you want to share to us that's factual, that can be proven, that we can we want to hear from you. But if you come to us with some dumb question on the side that you could have just asked on the show and shown some support, yeah, that's gonna have to get called out. Like,
Exactly.
come on, man, that's not right.
Comment down below or comment on our lives. Like do something, you know what I mean, other than be anonymous all the time. But like Razel, to his point, man, because he sees it the same way I'm seeing it, to be honest with you. It ain't no coinkadink. But say it's for a friend of mine. And we got you. You know what I'm saying?
Asking for a motherfucking friend.
You feel me? So but so they basically wanted me, they asked me this, but I'm asking y'all this.
This is based on last week
From the last show that we just had from the requested topic of 2024 relationships.
Oh, okay.
They specifically said, now what if you were deeply in love with someone and you go through so much stuff with them and then you finally sleep with them and their sex is terrible? Is it okay to fall out of love with them? You got that?
You want me to respond?
Yeah, we start with Razel all the
Usually-
time. I mean, you got to scroll up. By the way, everybody else, if y'all do smoke, y'all do your thing, roll up with us, man. Roll up with them anyway.
We good. Listen, we share here. A6 Blunt Truth. Listen, I ain't worried about it. We
Let's
got
do
each
it.
other.
I'm not gonna talk. Okay, listen. Check this out. Yeah. I just hit the blunt, so you might need to ask the question again.
So basically, they said,
So
if,
give you the right
if
answer.
you were in a situation where you were deeply in love with someone,
Okay,
you
okay,
know,
I got it.
Yep.
I remember.
Okay.
Okay, listen. If you're basing your love for that person off of sex, then you really aren't in love with them. You may love that person. You may be infatuated with that person's personality, but you are not in love with that person. If the sexual performance of that person makes you want to stop fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you love that, if you was in love with that person, you would say, shit, I'm gonna teach them how to get better. You know what I'm saying? If they can't fuck it right, if she can't fuck it right, I'll teach her how to suck it right. You know what I'm saying? And if he can't bick it right, I'll teach him how to lick it right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, he's not wrong.
you feel what I'm saying?
Not wrong.
You feel what I'm saying? Like nigga, if you in love with him, you work with that person. You know what I'm saying? You get that person to where you are at least okay with saying, well, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I might not be getting it the way I want it, but I'm satisfied.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Great point.
So there's no I'm in love with a person, but the sex wasn't good, so now I want to fall out of love. Bitch, you was never in love in the first place. Let's get that shit straight. You were infatuated.
He was
Maybe-
in lust.
Yeah, he was handsome. He may have driven a nice car, had a good job or whatever, or his name rung bells in the streets, or whatever, and he was infatuated. Don't confuse the two words, Joe.
Yeah.
They're different.
So
Jackal, talk to me.
this person, was this male or female?
Female, but it kind of makes sense. I understand now why she wanted to be anonymous. I kind of understand.
I mean,
Yeah.
so
Stop.
here's what else I'm gonna say to because everything that he said is spot on to what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna add on this. See, people as a whole, male, female, trans, bi, gay, straight, tri, out of whatever you want to be. Listen, we all do the same thing. We build a person up in our head a certain way. And then as we get to know the person, if that person does not match the image that we built up in our heads, we're disappointed. But in all actuality, it's not that the person did anything to disappoint you. You disappointed yourself by going into it with expectations. You went into a situation with a cup already full. You should have gone into it with an empty cup and let her fill it up. Let him fill it up. And guess what? If all the good outweighs that one bad, like Rozelle said, every relationship, you either grow together or you grow apart. There's no two ways about it. I don't care if it's a friendship. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's a relationship between parent and child. You either grow together or you grow apart.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we looks like we might have some backlash. I can't really see what it says on the live there, but it looks like somebody responded. All I see is no.
No, it's not because
Hold up,
if you
but
love them, you will make it work. Now everyone is on the same level of romance. You can, you said exactly.
could you say that? Could you read that into the mic real quick, Raza, for the audience on our YouTube
Come on,
page?
man. I said no. It's not because if you love them, you will make it work. These are the words of Christy Rivera. Not everyone is on the same level of romance. You can teach them.
Yes.
Love is love. If it's real, it won't change what you feel.
All right, so it kind of sounds like that's what y'all was saying.
Yeah,
It kind of sounds like that's what y'all was saying.
Thank you for tuning in.
I
You sound like a
appreciate
wise
that.
woman.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Christy. And you are absolutely right.
Yeah, and keep it a buck. If the relationship is that bad in the bedroom, and you don't feel comfortable enough to even speak to that person about it, then what real relationship do you got?
And for another point, let me add in. This reminds me of a time I told this waitress, right? And I know it's kind of off topic, but it's really on topic. This waitress came to me and she says, "I'm about to get a bad tip from this table because they're black." And I said, "Well, you ever thought maybe one of the reasons why you're getting a bad tip is because you already think you're gonna get a bad tip, so you actually give them bad service, which makes them give you a bad tip?" And I say that to say this. You ever think maybe, just maybe, the person that you're talking about is not performing up to your standards because in actuality, you're not performing up to theirs? Like maybe they ain't good because you ain't good.
We need an answer for that one.
Who's to say that you're the one that's good? Who's the one that say that your shit is platinum and they lack it?
Yeah, he probably just just not into it.
What if you like it? What if you want some?
That's a good point.
I'm just saying because I don't know who you are. Only he knows. He ain't tell me. But I'm just saying maybe you want some horror shit and he wants some make love shit. Maybe you want some make love shit and he wants some horror shit. And your connectors is not crossing correctly.
All right, maybe he's afraid to tell you he needs a step on them or something. I don't
I
know.
mean,
Everybody's into something. You see the no Diddy stuff.
Unless you're talking about size, then other than that, y'all can teach
Can't
one
help
another. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you hit. You know what I'm saying?
Better boost the testosterone.
But you know what, though? There's a lot of toys out there. Go have fun. I hear this.
Yeah. So with that being said, we hope we answered your question.
Personally, I feel like you could bring the freak out of anybody. Keep it 100. There's a freak in every person.
And everybody. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, and the funny thing is, I talk to females of different races, ages, sexualities, standards, and some love a man with a big ass jaw. You know what I'm saying? Some woman says a lot of men with big ass jaws don't even know how to hit right. So some women say they love a nigga with a small jaw. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta find somebody who makes you feel happy.
It's all preference, basically.
It's all preference, yo. It's all preference.
That was good. That was good. I hope they answered your questions, but we got to get into our first topic. So maybe they'll backlash a little more, but maybe they won't.
Perfect.
So yeah, we're getting into our first segment. Truth hurts.
Truth hurts.
Yeah. So check this out, right? Kamala's back at it again, guys.
Oh, now what?
So check this out, right? First it was Megan Thee Stallion. Right?
Yep.
Right? Came out twerking and all that stuff. So check this out. So now, can y'all take a guess actually who it is this time? In Houston, Texas? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Houston, Texas. So check this out. I'm going to read out what they wrote here.
I saw something else. I'll put y'all on.
It says, Kamala Harris is trying to exit this presidential race the same way she entered it, with a bang. At a rally Friday in Houston in front of 30,000 people, the biggest crowd of her campaign, the vice president sought to unleash the energy of her first day as a candidate for president. There was a DJ who kept the crowd on their feet singing and doing the wave for hours, which is crazy because now we're performing, you know what I'm saying? But a performance by music legend Willie Nelson, and glowing wrist bracelets distributing. And glowing wrist bracelets distributed to an energetic crowd that included people who waited for more than 5 hours to enter the stadium. And amid deafening cheers and applauses, arguably the most famous woman in the world introduced Harris to the stage, Beyonce. And she says, and I quote, "Is it possible not to feel the energy in this room?" Beyonce said before quickly switching to a serious tone. She also, quote, she said, "I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother," she said. "A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in, a world where we have the freedom to control our bodies." So what do y'all think, man? What y'all think about this? Because she's there as a celebrity. I don't care what she says. She's Beyonce. You're there as a celebrity. I mean, I get what she's saying in her aspect of being a parent. But
fuck that. You know me, y'all. Well, if you don't know me, you get to know me. My name is Rozelle.
And we're going to start off with Rozelle.
I deal with the motherfucking truth, yo. And the truth of the matter is, did that bitch sing? She sung, right?
Beyonce, I'm not sure. I got to double check.
Did they play a song?
She introduced her, though.
No. I heard a song she made, a new song. And we want to hear a new song. She said something. She's like, "Ain't y'all ready for a new song? Aren't y'all ready for a new song?" And she had a new song playing in the background as she introduced Kamala.
Okay.
I saw it. And then she didn't sing. I'm sorry. When I say then she sang, she played her music. So if you're playing your music, you know what I'm saying, and you're introducing that to the world as a new song, then you're actually kind of performing. You just didn't move your lips along with the music. You know what I'm saying? So you were there as a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And even if she didn't play the music, being a celebrity, you can never go anywhere without being a celebrity.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't even go to McDonald's and say, "Yo, I'm gonna eat this burger as a regular citizen." No, you're eating as a celebrity. How do celebrities like their burgers, sir? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be somebody in your face asking you a question. So you're Big Mac. Do you prefer it with extra pickles or none at all? You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be somebody in your face. Always. You feel what I'm saying? So there's always gonna be somebody. There's always gonna be somebody there as a celebrity. That's there as a celebrity, no matter what they say.
Right.
Geico.
I say follow the breadcrumbs.
Follow
Look,
the crumbs.
the Carters and the Combs, right? Sean Combs is in prison right now for a whole lot of stuff, and they got RICO charges filed against him. RICO charges means that they're gonna find that his empire is larger and has far more intricate people involved than you know. What that means is that they have a blanket warrant that if they find any evidence that links somebody to the case, they can go and investigate. They've been in hiding this whole time. All of a sudden, Beyonce come out doing all kinds of stuff for a Democratic Party. Mind you, when Kanye was vouching for Trump, social media and everything started calling him crazy. He don't know what he's talking about. Kanye's out of control. He's depressed. He needs to be locked up and medicated. Blase, blase. And what did Kanye say at one point in time? Just like Martin Lawrence did when he came running out of the house, butt ass naked, talk about they trying to kill me. They took his babies. They took his kids, and nobody told him how he could find his kids. Kim Kardashian didn't know where the fuck her kids was. Now, if you go and you look at all that and you see that Beyonce still sitting at the top with Jay-Z, but P. Diddy's in prison, and mind you, allegedly, they're saying that it's not even P. Diddy, it's actually a P. Diddy lookalike. But because they thought it was him, they have no choice but to hold on to him until they can find it. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not.
That's him.
I have no idea, but I would say
That's him.
with everything that's been happening, the reality of the situation is this: all these things tie together. If you're gonna vote for anybody and you don't want to vote for Trump, please, Dr. Cornel West. I mean, he's right there. He's in the running. That's all I want to say, yo. Like, just tie everything together.
Do you have a rebuttal on that, Razo? Sound like you might have had a disagreement. Like we might have a little class in session, but I'm not sure.
No class.
It might be an early one.
No class. But
I just can't believe what they say, man. I could get into that in further detail.
so I just believe that Dr. West has no chance whatsoever. And I'm sorry to say that.
I don't disagree.
He has no chance whatsoever. And I feel like between the two, I've said it once, I'll say it again, I'll say it 1,000 more times. Between the two, we're like dealing with the head of a viper and the tail of a scorpion. And so it really doesn't matter which one we pick, we're gonna feel the sting. We're gonna feel the sting.
I don't disagree.
And the poison that they spread is gonna be horrific to the American people. So I'm just saying, tighten the fuck up now before it happens, because it's gonna happen.
So
You know what?
I have. Oh, go ahead. You got something else?
Well, no. I like what he's saying. He, like, yeah, word of advice. I'm gonna give some logic here too. Like, how do I put it in perspective? I've always viewed life a little differently, but I've always put things together in a way that other people would think is strange, but help me really put shit down for myself in reality, in base reality. Like, if you learn in science class, I don't know if y'all ever learn this, but you learn that fire is dangerous because it requires fuel and oxygen for it to burn, and yada, 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 right? And you learn that in science class, and then a few years later, you learn in science that that the vacuum of space is cold and there's no oxygen out there and whatever else. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the sun is a giant ball of fire. And you're like, what? Didn't you just tell me 2 years ago that fire can't exist without fuel and oxygen, and you telling me that there's a giant ball of fire sitting in a void of vacuum space where there's no oxygen and it's fucking colder than hell can freeze over? What the fuck kind of shit is that? Like, so this, I'm just saying, like, when they tell you something, look into it.
You know what? I know you gotta move on, but God damn, you just made a fucking point. Shit. If there's no oxygen in the atmosphere, how is this ball of fire still staying ignited?
I'm just saying. If my
Wow.
reality right now can't explain what's going on,
Wow.
then what you're telling me is
It's
nonsense.
plasma.
Yeah, it's plasma.
Yo.
It's plasma.
Blown.
So this is what I'm saying. Like when I
Mind
say,
blown.
when I tell you guys that I look at my life and I look at how we're living and I know that it's completely wrong, it's completely and utterly wrong.
Mind blown
I'm
question.
telling you, the way we live is completely wrong. And I'm not even saying that I have the answer for the right way to live. I'm just saying that I know for a fact the way we're living is wrong.
Mediator, talk to us.
Yes, sir. So I have a little add-on to this before we get into the riddle of the day. It says they have announced, Kamala Harris's campaign.
Yeah.
It says they have announced future events with former First Lady Michelle Obama, comedian George Lopez, and future performances from Manya and Los Tigres del Norte. And it's saying at this point, it's not an unusual strategy for a campaign at this stage. So what do you guys think about the way everything is going, election and everything?
Can I go first this time?
Go
All right,
go.
because we said George Lopez. That's
No,
crazy, huh,
no.
Razel? That's
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess I see the trend. I
We
see the
what it is
trend.
here on 860 Blood too.
I see the trend.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, because it's kind of funny how there's so many celebrities coming out right now supporting this woman out of nowhere, right? Like out of nowhere. But there's a whole shit ton of Diddy tapes that are getting ready to be released. I wonder who's buying them and who's releasing them. I wonder who's helping fund the campaign to keep everything going, to make sure that all these celebrities are in line, to make sure that they're doing and saying exactly what the hell it is the Democratic Party wants them to do and say. That's all I'm saying. Connect the dots, man.
Quick fast. I don't care who's paying for it. Don't vote Trump.
I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for. All I'm
Don't
saying
vote
is,
Trump.
if you want more of the same shit, you keep doing the same shit. If you want change, you need to get up off your ass and do something different. Is all I'm saying.
Right, but Trump shit wasn't different though. Trump had like I was telling the old guy, he put more money in our pockets. I'm sorry to say this. I have one right here, brother.
Yo.
I'm sorry to say this,
Speak
but
the truth.
he put money in the American person's pocket, but at the same time, while doing so, white America ran rampant, and because of they had some years to marinate on when they were able to go rampant and enjoyed the freedom they seem to have. When it came to certain things, they are now ready to even go crazier. So if Trump wins, and white America, you gotta understand this real quick. I mean to move on to the next topic. You gotta understand, bro, that once again, people like us, like me, this dark, brown, we don't see you as a threat, or better yet, we don't see you as the threat that you view us as. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we're going to defend ourselves. We have no choice. But what's going to happen is, and what the higher ups want is, they want y'all to go to war with us. So what happens is, once you go to war with us, right, we kill each other. The dark browns, the light browns, the colorless. We all kill ourselves, right? Then once we're done killing ourselves, whatever's left, whether it be a bunch of dark browns or light browns or colorless people, whoever's left, whatever's left, they're going to swoop in and then take care of them. Because if they, I said this before and I'll say it again until you guys get it, if they don't back one side and don't make one side feel like they're on their side, then they got to deal with both sides. So if they say, okay, let's make the white people think that we're with them, You know, and it's all about them. No matter their financial status, or whatever. If they're white, they're okay. Then they're gonna fight with us, and then they're gonna fight against the Browns. So when they're done fighting against the Brownskins, there's an all-out manslaughter everywhere, just bloodshed everywhere. We'll scoop in and kill off whatever's left, including the colorless that really doesn't hold any weight, because you know what? Compared to them, they're worthless. Your financial status doesn't meet their
It doesn't matter for
standard.
them.
It
It doesn't. It
standards.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we all need to come together, yo. We have bigger enemies. I mean, it's all the same enemy, and it's called the government. I'm sorry to say.
To the next segment. You got anything else, Yako, on
On
that?
to the next.
I mean, honestly, I think it's bigger than the government too. I think it's a worldwide thing. I think that there's a lot of things that we don't know, things beneath the earth, things that are happening 50 feet below the earth. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, and some of y'all don't. But you know, I always hear rumors, and a lot of the times rumors come true in a lot of different ways. I know AI is big, and you showed me some on that recently. That was pretty scary and baffling, but nah, like he said, yo, like we just gotta band together and realize that it's not about race, religion. It ain't gonna be none about what's in your pockets. It ain't gonna be none of that stuff. It's gonna be about the spiritual battle of, were you there for your fellow man or not? The real question is, are you here to abuse your fellow man, or are you here to lift them up so that you can lift yourself up and everything come around for a full circle, and people seem to forget that shit, man. It's scary to me.
All right. So if you guys got any comments, comment down below, like and share this as well. Let us know. If y'all hit me up anonymous, just know I'm gonna let you know in our messages you will not be anonymous. I mean, unless it's something I kind of understood that last one after we started talking about it. It's one of those where like you hear it in your head different from when it comes out.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So I understood that, I guess. But
there's a lot of allegedly's behind things, but there are definitely secrets that we don't know about.
yeah. So we're gonna get into the riddle of the day. This time we're doing something a little bit different. This time it's Yaiko's turn.
Word.
This is your favorite segment. Let's see what it is.
All right, here we go. So I'm actually coming. I'm gonna admit to y'all right now. I gave this one to Rozelle. He got it. Like, he's definitely the riddle master.
He's the riddle master at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
Actually, you know what? Before we even get into yours, Jaiko, we got to
Nice.
give the answer for last week's.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. What was I said torso, right?
Yeah, you said torso. I said clock.
The riddle has, what has a neck but no head, arms but no hands, and a waist but no legs? And the answer is a shirt. Elizabeth Arroyo, hello. She says hello, guys.
All right, what's up?
What's up, DT?
How you doing?
So on to the riddle.
New riddle. All right, here we go. Drum roll. What question can you ask all day, get a different answer, but every answer is still correct?
Wait, what? Say that again, yo.
You can ask the same question all day and get a different answer, but each answer would be correct. What is the question?
Y'all hear that, right?
You need me to say it again?
The same question.
Yeah, you gotta say it one more again. One more again.
One more again, heard. I like that. One more again, man. One more again. What question can you ask all day, get a different answer, but every answer is correct? What is the question?
For anybody that is live, you know, try to give us an answer if you guys are there tuning in. If y'all not, leave a comment down below.
Miss Arroyo, what is the answer to that question?
Yeah, give us something. Give us something.
Asked at
Asked
all
day.
day long by different people. They can give different answers, but the question is still the same, or the question is right.
The answer is still correct.
Wow. I mean, I'm blown. I'm pause. My head is like, wow.
Yeah, so
There we
everybody
go.
tune in. Whoever comes on this live and sees this, man, go on to YouTube, 860's Blunt Truth, to catch up with all of our episodes and to see this one when it comes out if you already missed some stuff. If not, tune in now on live.
There's always different riddles.
Yep.
You can answer the old ones.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a
And
friend and
let's
tell
keep
a
it
friend.
real. I mean, you guys are rocking with us now. We're getting everything fine tuned, but you know, when things start making sense a little bit more, those episodes might become like classics where you might have to buy yourself a box set. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
figure it out now.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Subscribe now.
at the end of the day, we just some men try to bring you the truth about what we've heard or know or believe to be true, allegedly, and we would love your support. Watching is great, but if you could comment or share or like as well, that is beautiful.
Yes,
That's
sir.
beautiful.
And remember, Aces Blunt Truth isn't about, like, we're not coming to you saying we got hard facts about things. We will say allegedly, we will say that, you know, like we're speculating, but here's the deal. We're talking about our truth to the situation, how we think, the way we break things down, and who we are as people. So keep that in mind. That's what we're really trying to stimulate with this show.
Yes, sir. So now we're gonna get into the truth shall set you free. Got another one for you guys.
Right. White person.
Black guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was waiting for another one.
Yeah, sorry to say, but I tried to do two and two, back to back white people, but it just wasn't.
It didn't happen.
I found a couple, but it wasn't really like that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't to where like, damn, this nigga did 40 years in prison and he was wrongfully accused for this and that and then got released. It wasn't one of those. It was like he did 2 years in prison and got released. You know what I'm saying? And then he got compensation when he gets out. Like this one, on the other hand, his name is Christopher Dunn.
Fall guy, by the way.
He was freed from prison after 1991 murder conviction overturned. And he specifically says there's a world I haven't seen in 34 years. So he was convicted for 34 years, which is what I was saying, like to my point.
That's crazy.
It's not 2 years, it's not 4 years, it's 34 years. And he was just released Tuesday that passed. So I'll read a little bit of what they got here. A Missouri man was freed from prison Tuesday after his murder conviction was overturned after 34 years behind bars, despite the state attorney general's efforts to keep him there. So I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. That might have went over some people's heads. Despite the state attorney general's efforts to keep him there. And he specifically said, I never gave up because my family never gave up. Christopher Dunn said from the steps of the downtown St. Louis courthouse, it's easy to give up in prison when you lose hope. But when the system throws you away, you have to ask yourself if you wanted to just settle for it or fight for it. He decided to fight for it. And as time progressed, Dunn said he missed being with his family, so gave him more motivation. I'm gonna look into it deeper as you guys get into it. I'm gonna try to get the actual like, what was it that had got them to release him and stuff like that. But I'm gonna try to find all that. But as y'all get into it, that was pretty deep. That was pretty deep.
That's a whole lot to unpack. You want to go first, Roselle? Shit. Let's see. Where do I start? First of all, the guy had a fight, not just for his freedom to get out of prison for 34 years, but was probably in there battling hell itself, being convicted amongst excuse me, jeez, I can't speak.
Don't worry, brother. Don't worry about it.
That is some good shit. Yeah, no, he's living amongst real animals. You know what I'm saying? Some people that should be kept separate from civilization. I would hate to be locked up. Don't get me wrong. Nobody wants their freedom taken from them. And I get that. But there's a lot of people that don't want to be stolen from, that don't want to be killed, that want to be able to live safely amongst the world. And yeah, natural disasters and life happens and whatever else. We don't have to make it worse for each other. Shit already happens enough as it is. But I digress. The guy was in there for 34 effing years, and he had to fight every step of the way with people still trying to convict him, because it's not about whether you were right or wrong. It's about making sure that whoever actually did do it isn't caught, and keeping the beds filled, because that's how they get paid. Every head that's in prison is a fucking number, and they have a little dollar sign above their head. And when they're not worth shit, they get spat back out into society, have no way to survive, now have a record, have no idea what the fuck is going on out here. They'll commit another crime, and then they'll come back. They're a revolving door check. But y'all don't see it like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy.
I agree with everything you said, bro. I mean, I really can't elaborate too much more on that other than what you said. I know I usually am kind of on the other side of the fence, but today I got to say that I'm with you today on this one. And touche.
Yeah, so I got a little bit more on that. I'm gonna elaborate just a little bit more. This is actually, it's deep, and it's actually like it's deeper from what he says as
Are they
well.
going to give the name of the attorney general who was trying to keep him in there?
Yeah, I got that here too. Yep.
Word.
So it says it's a little long, but I got y'all. A St. Louis circuit judge overturned Dunn's murder conviction on July 22nd, and ordered his immediate release. But for some reason, Dunn remained in prison amid a chaotic process that began when Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey appealed to try and keep Dunn locked up. When asked about the delay since the judge's ruling, Dunn said it was testing to hear the decision by the judge and then be prepared to leave on a Wednesday, only to be brought back to prison. He said it was torture. This is Chris Dunn saying that the one that was released. Dunn has always maintained his innocence, and while his fight for freedom is over, he said he will be living with scars for a long time. He says,
see what I'm saying?
He says, I'm 52, about to turn 53. The world has changed. It was not going to wait for me, he said. He had nephews visit him that he hasn't seen since they were 1. So they're grown now. He says Dunn's release marks the second time in recent weeks that a person was freed from prison despite Bailey's appeals to keep them in custody after a murder conviction was overturned. This is the second time this has happened.
Yeah, I mean that this Bailey's person is cleaning up a lot of stuff for somebody.
Exactly, but it seems like
He's
I mean,
losing control.
this sounds like another melanated person. But I'll double check that real quick. But
because it sounds to me like he's like somebody else maybe committed something and he needed somebody to take the fall. You know what I'm saying?
Or he could be racist. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna have to check into that. But check this out. So it says Sandra Hemi was freed July 19th from a Western Missouri prison after serving 43 years for a murder that a judge deemed there was evidence of her actual innocence. Bailey's office also opposed Hemi's release, while an appellate court reviewed the case. She walked out of the prison only after a judge threatened Bailey with contempt if she wasn't freed.
Wow.
Yeah, check this out. Political scientists and some attorneys have said Bailey was taking a tough stance, sorry about that, to shore up votes in advance of a contested Republican primary. He faces a challenge from Will Scharf, an attorney for former President Donald Trump, in the August 6th primary. At one point last week, Dunn was minutes away from getting out of prison after the circuit judge Jason Singheiser threatened a warden with contempt if he wasn't released, but then the Missouri Supreme Court agreed to consider the case, temporarily halting his freedom.
That's bananas, man. Like, why is this dude, like, first of all, if this is the second time this has happened, this man's name has come up in the news about this situation. Why is it not being investigated? And why is he still in the same position? Can somebody explain to me what's wrong with the system? Because something sounds real wrong. And why is it always, well, it's not my problem, it's not my... If you're made aware, if you're in a position to do something about it, and you become aware of a situation, if you didn't know before and you know now, do something. I'm not mad at you if you work for these people and you had no fucking clue, because trust me, I'm sure there's a lot of people I work for that probably buddy up with some really grimy ass people behind closed doors. I didn't know nothing about it. I was working for them. doing something completely irrelevant, making them a 9 to 5 living. You get what I'm saying? So I understand there's a lot of you out there that don't know about these things. But if you come into the know, you should be doing your due diligence. That's all I'm
Facts.
saying.
So I'm gonna look into what if Sandra Hemi. I'm pretty sure it sounds like she's melanated already myself, personally. But I got a question for Razel though. So the person that I don't know if you heard that part, but the person that contested Bailey, that actually fought for Christopher Dunn, was actually the attorney of Donald Trump.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Donald Trump, huh?
I gotta hear your thoughts on that one.
So good week.
You know what I feel though. At the end of the day, a person is gonna go where the money's at. So if he could, you know what I'm saying, take this case, and it's gonna be a high, you know what I'm saying, publicized case. You know what I'm saying? His dollar's gonna go up, his name's gonna go up. Why would he take it?
I'm seeing more to it though, and I'm gonna tell you why. Why in the fuck would an attorney that worked for Donald Trump that makes millions representing a billionaire represent some?
Do we have a class in session?
You know, excuse me for saying it this way, but a gentleman of pigmentation that society would normally spit on.
Do we have a class in session?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Do you disagree with what I'm saying?
I don't want one.
Think about it. This guy represents
This is the last day of school, and I want to get out of there and go play.
You trying to skip school?
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
No, I do.
So how do we know that Trump ain't set this up, and he's not getting all these people freed on his dime to show how corrupt the system is? Because the Democratic Party maybe got a hand in why everybody's in this situation.
But whatever I say, don't vote Trump.
It's just one of those where I had to bring that to Razel's you know, to his mindset basically, because bring it to his attention. Yeah, exactly. Because you know, it's just, you know, as a melanated person,
Don't
right?
vote Trump.
And vote, you know, Trump is known to be racist, as they say.
Is he?
So I was just wondering, you know, since his lawyer, you know, tried to get he did actually fight to get, you know, a black man out of prison. I was just wondering what your thoughts was on that. That was all.
My bad. Yo,
It's all about
see me alive, but I'm about to lean back.
It's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Yeah, you gotta follow the breadcrumbs though.
Yeah, I was letting you talk. I was leaning back so they can see you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Since I was in the forefront, I figured they might want to see where it's coming from. It's all about the money. That's it, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, maybe he's also, like a lot of people, maybe he's being bamboozled and blindsided by hidden agendas. Maybe he feels like everybody else, the world's gonna be better with Trump in office, so he doesn't even notice. So when he does see a case like the one we're talking about right now, he feels like, you know, he can jump in and help, and still, you know, when lawyers do shit like this, you gotta understand they're doing it to build their name. You know what I'm saying? No lawyer does it out of the goodness of their heart.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, how much bigger can his name get? He's already representing somebody whose name is everywhere. He's a president. He's a former.
They can all get bigger. They can get bigger with the small people.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. There's got to be an agenda behind that, right? There's got to be a purpose behind him.
There's always an agenda. There's always an agenda. So that does. They might need a lawyer later on in the future, which shit goes to hell, and then they'll all trust him, and they'll sign everything they own away to this nigga without anybody even knowing. Before they know it, he'll own everything that anybody thought they owned. They'll all be his.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's a gearing factor.
The great cleanup.
Gearing factor. You guys gotta keep your eyes open, man. There's breadcrumbs everywhere, because it could be one way or the other. But like I said, I think it's more about revealing information, because a lot of these artists that are in the know of revealing, like Kanye West, Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, look into them. There's a lot of things that have been said, but there's a lot of other people that are starting to come forward little by little. How are they getting funded? Like maybe they started their own secret society of people that are going to be truth tellers and truth seekers and whatever else. I mean, we don't know. Just like there's a greater evil, there's a greater good. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes one comes from the other, and sometimes the other one has to be built off of the other. But either way, I don't know. I think there's a possible. There's going to be a possible NWO soon. New World Order, baby.
Yeah, I mean, they've already been talking about it. So yeah, we'll get into our last
I
segment.
believe it.
Truth be told, this was actually kind of interesting because we have had some conversations in some of our older episodes, which I hope you guys go back and watch. If y'all don't know, y'all can catch up. Speaking on flat Earth and the maps and
Flatty.
the planets and
My
everything,
man Flatty.
right? So there's groundbreaking news that a new telescope that was actually created in 2023 and reveals the first piece of a new cosmic map. And it's basically
Here we go.
the pictures basically look like they're trying to prove that the planets are round, that everything is what remember that conversation we had?
Yeah.
So basically it says, look no further than the missions racing to unlock dark matter and the mysterious force known as dark energy. Both so named precisely because science has yet to explain the phenomena. But now astronomers have never detected dark matter, but now they believe it makes up about 85% of the total matter in the universe. Meanwhile, the existence of dark energy helps researchers explain why the universe is now expanding and why that expansion is actually speeding up across the universe. Extraordinary new scientific instruments are churning out trailblazing data ready to reshape how scientists view the cosmos. A prime example is the European Space Agency's wide-angle Euclid telescope that launched in 2023 to investigate the riddles of dark energy and dark matter. Euclid this week delivered the first piece of a cosmic map containing about 100 million stars and galaxies that will take 6 years to create.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, so it says it's containing about 100 million stars and galaxies that will take 6 years to create. These stunning 3D observations may help scientists see how dark matter warps light and curves space across galaxies. Meanwhile, on a mountaintop in North Chile, the U.S. National Science Foundation and Stanford University researchers are preparing to power up the world's largest digital camera inside the Vera C. Rubin Observatory. So what's your thoughts on that? I can get a little deeper on it, but I'm pretty sure you guys can do that yourselves. But yeah, from this map I'm looking at, it's looking like they're trying to depict that everything is round and not flat. And it seems like they actually added a bunch of shit in here. It's just a bunch of stuff everywhere. Like, it's crazy. But yeah.
I don't know, Razel. You want to take this one right quick? I gotta go do this. I'm sorry.
Sure. I'm just saying that I believe and I know the earth is flat, bro. I don't care what they're trying to depict. This is all lies. They're trying to control us. It's all part of the agenda. And if you truly believe these new photos from this new telescope, you can. If you choose not to, you don't have to. It is your choice. What I do know, what I believe, and that is we live on a flat earth, covered by a firmament, because our Father is Almighty. That's it.
I have to question why they care so much that we believe the earth is round. I have to question again, like I said, fire, oxygen, fuel, space, giant ball of fire. I'm just saying, like there's they've changed the answers up more so now than they did before. But the reality is that they don't. Even if they really did know the answers, they wouldn't tell us. Just keep it real. If they really knew, which I believe they do, I truly believe that they understand our entire existence down to a molecular level. They're just trying to figure out how to manipulate it, how to make it benefit them rather than everybody else. That's the difference between an angel and a demon. That's the difference between morality and immorality. Now, if it's an agenda, which we all know it is, then what do we do to stop it? I couldn't tell you. I'm not going to sit here and give battle plans. I'm not a strategist, and not that I ever want to be one either. There's a lot of responsibility, but I'll tell you this: until everybody comes together to make a change, yeah, flat Earth, because we had a standstill, man. Why do they want us to believe it's round?
I was so to your point. I was when I first read this, the very first time I read this, and I was looking into it. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, why is this so important for them to prove everything is what they say it is when it comes to the universe? Like everything is round. It's like they're trying to make it a point to let you know. Listen, flat earthers, people that don't believe in this and don't believe in that. Look at these pictures. These are new. Check these out. Everything is round. We're saying is round. That's what it is. So it kind of made me question it too. Like, why are they so damn? And have they seen one of our episodes or something? Because all of a sudden this thing just pops in my little my inbox, and it's like, yeah, look at check these out. The Earth isn't flat.
I think it's more of the AI algorithm. They listen to what we talk about and they're like, all right, we're gonna put this in your watch list now.
That's a good point. Thought the same thing. So we got our minds on the same page.
Mind control.
Yeah, they got mind control over Depot, but not over us. You feel me?
Facts. We look deeper, man. We look past the veil.
Yep. And yo, for one more thing before we go, I don't know if you guys believe in the flat Earth or if you guys believe in what's round or what's not. You know, comment below or go on our YouTube page, A60's Blunt Truth. That's A60 hyphen S Blunt Truth on YouTube. Make sure y'all guys go follow that and y'all go listen to that. But yeah, one thing before we go, I wanted to ask you: have you noticed the moon? For one, the moon's been out till like 2-3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Clear as day.
Yep.
Second, the moon has been flipping. I swear the face is, the face that you can see on the moon that is facing the left. I'm a sky watcher, so I watch the sky a lot. The first thing I do when I go outside, I'm looking up because I wake up 3:30 in the morning. I go outside, it's nice and dark, everything's shiny. I'm just looking up. I stare at the sky a lot, and I like to see God's creation. Or dare I say, not God, our higher being or our almighty or our creator, whatever it is, whatever the case may be.
I feel exactly what you're saying.
I'm constantly looking up, looking around and seeing how fake this matrix really is, but also enjoying the beauty of it. And I've noticed the moon facing the opposite direction 2 days in a row, and then it goes back to the way it was, and then just recently 2 days ago it's facing the opposite way again. And not to mention that, but normally when you look at the moon, it looks like you can see through it, like almost as if it's a hologram, right?
Yeah.
Lately, it's been looking more and more solid as we speak. Like it's becoming more of a foundation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on that? Like, what you think is going on right now? Do you think this is a man-made thing? Or
I believe it's a hologram. I believe it's 3D. I believe we live in a matrix. I believe we live in a matrix, and that's why the colors of the sun changes. That's why the moon is changing, and it never has before. So I mean, what else could it be?
You think it's an upgrade in their system?
No, I think it's preparation for what's to come.
What's your thought, Shaco?
I think an AI robot actually explained it best. It's just a bunch of different universes and different dimensions pressing down on each other, and when that happens you get optical illusions, you get things that look different. And the other theory could be that it's just a fucking holographic projection in the sky, and some nights you can see it better than others, and they got it wrong a couple of nights in a row. Somebody forgets to turn a projector off, or maybe they just don't give a shit. The whole sky could be just a giant firmament of projected images in the sky, like how they built that in the movie with the Avengers, the freaking giant spaceship that you can't see it, the shield ship.
Okay,
It
yep.
invisible because it reflects
Yep.
its surroundings so that you can't see it.
Yep.
How
Yep.
do we know they're not reflecting what they want us to see in the sky all the time?
That's a
There's
good
actually
point.
something else going on.
I've seen videos of them actually making suits that works like that already. Scientists made some.
Yeah.
It was years ago, maybe like 5-6 years ago. So they must have upgraded.
But you know
Yeah.
that thing is improved.
Yeah, for sure. So
Wow.
it's like it's basically stuff reflecting off of shit.
There
So
could
it
be
looks like
somebody
one
standing
thing,
in this room right now,
and you wouldn't even know it. He probably blends into that speaker right there.
right?
Never know. But if so, if that's the case, y'all gotta go grab some food. Hook me up, man. We in the middle of a show.
Facts.
But yeah. So you think they just upgraded their technology with when it comes to the moon and everything? Like they're like, you know what? We got to make this thing look more solid. We have to make it more of a solid figure. Their CGI or 1080p is now 4K ultra moon and shit.
I don't know, man. I just think that maybe all I know is we don't know as much as we think we do.
You could have said it better, bro.
That's all I truly know. And I know that I know nothing when it comes to the environment that I live in because I was created in it. You don't know what you're in until you step outside of it. And I gotta say, I haven't found a way out. I've been looking, but I haven't met very many like-minded people to be able to discuss a lot of these truths up until recently in my adult life. And beforehand, it was a difficult situation for me to introduce to especially to an adult as a child.
Right.
So it's one of those things where you live your whole life for a long time thinking that you're like crazy as fuck, or like the world doesn't make sense, but you're the only one who can't make sense of it and why. And so it's kind of nice now to be able to talk openly and discuss these things with a little more honesty.
Yeah, that's a good take. Yeah, I mean that concludes our show. You guys got any last words you guys want to say to the audience?
And just show love to one another, man. Live in peace and harmony, and try to do better. That's all, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
For sure.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do right there.
Yeah, and there you have it, man. Thanks for tuning in again. You are now watching once again A6 Souls Blunt Truth. I'm your moderator, Roman Christopher. That's Yaiko. That's Razel. Yep. And make sure y'all hit us up for apparel. Roman the More apparel. You guys can get your clothes custom made if y'all want it custom made or not. And if you like Coquito, but you're broke, holla at us. You can get that Broquito created by our very own Razel. It's a great show, man. We love y'all. We out.
Yeah, we love y'all. Yo, A60's Blunt Truth, you heard?
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Yaiko. Remember, like, subscribe, share, and comment below. This is A6 Souls Blunt Truth. We out.